Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Modded Megaquarium, the brutal campaign mode. Thank you for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So I've left this game running between episodes and we're up to a decent amount of money here, about 18,000 odd at the moment, at the beginning of each day. So I'm going to open up this wall here. We're going to drag it back behind these data signs here, and then we're going to paint that and create a new tank in here. So this is the last thing we need to do before we win this this level. So we're going to try and beat this level today. So I'm going to pause the game and I'm going to bring in a wall just behind there like that. Now one thing that I haven't been using, which I've been told that I really should be using, is the search mode. Now last time I played this game it was 1.1.5 or something like that, and this search function wasn't actually in the game at all. But with this we can just search for balsa and we get straight to the balsa wood paint that we're using. So it's going to be really handy instead of having to search through all of the menus like we have been. And so now we can delete all of these and we will have a large open space in order to put a new tank in. So there we go. We're going to move all of this stuff back up to the back up here. So let's see, if we put those there, we have two space in the middle. And if we put that one there, and come on, that one there. And so with the two space we can put oh no, that one's actually a free space. It is a free space, okay. So we'll put the things in the middle like that. We'll do that. Do we have any more vending machines yet? No, we do not. Okay, so that is this space opened up. What's that? It's a piece of rubbish. Okay, so in here we wanted one of these deep, long tanks. I'm just going to see if there's anything else that we might want instead. I'm thinking that one of these floor tanks might be quite nice. I really do like these. I'm actually going to put a floor tank in here. Just there, and it's going to be a fairly large one. So that people have to walk over this to get to this little display stuff we've got here. Well, this is going to need a pump and everything, so we can do that fairly easily if we actually shave off some of this here and we say we want a little staff area here, and then in this little staff area here we can get a pump and we can put the pump. Actually, where do I want this pump? Let's see, it will actually fit if I take it to there, and that's probably the best place for it, because then we can spin stuff around it as we need to. And so we're going to go for a combi there and a combi there. Now that isn't quite enough, so we're actually going to need to increase the size of this place just a little bit. If we get another wall to there, and I think I actually want to get rid of that one. So you enter into it from there. That's cool. And it would be nice to actually move this out again, but I mean, no, I'm going to keep it like that. So then we want another pump, get another power combi, or place that just there. And then whatever goes in here we can put the food in there as well. So we will grab a, let's see, broom stand in here and a tool station in here. And we want a staff door just there, and then we want the balsa wood. Oh, that's nice, it actually saves the search, so we've got quick access to the balsa wood whenever we want that. at the moment, and then whatever we want to search for next, it'll give us quick access to that. So there is a nice floor tank there. Now over here, we're down to 15,000 now. So let's get the couple of tanks that we want to do in today anyway. Let's have a look at some of the other tanks that we've got. We have the deep stretchable one wide, which is what we were thinking of before. And then we have this tall lagoon tank, which is the other one we were thinking of. But this is quite big. So if we bring that, that is, oh, it's 8,000. It's not too bad. So if we put one of those in there, the biggest thing with this is that it needs lots of platforms up to it. So, oh, it's going to need a huge amount of heating as well, isn't it? Let's just find out how much it's going to need. If we grab a, where are these now? The pump. Let's put a pump there onto there, and let's just see how much this is going to need. So if we put one of those on it, it's 200. We're not going to be able to get 200 at the moment. So we're going to forget about that just for now. And I think we are actually going to go for this deep stretchable one wide. So we're going to put a new one of these at this end. So we want this to be as long as it'll go. There we go. And from here down to there, we'll put in a staff door just there, and we'll have to move this slightly just to make it a bit better. So that'll go there like that. I think that'll be okay. And then we want to put a new pump on this side. Now again, I don't exactly know how much this is going to take. And again, ideally this would be one size larger. And I'll connect to there. So I'd want access to the pumps from all directions. We don't have that at the moment. So if we put one there, and one there, that's going to give us plenty and a lot of redundancy as well. And then on this side we're going to want a broom stand and a tool station. And now we can actually decorate and fill these tanks. So what we're going to want in here, let's actually run the game again, give us a bit of more money as people come in. Now we are going to start getting negative moodlets from these because they are not full at the moment. So I don't want to leave it running for too long, I just want to make sure everything's okay, all the pathfinding's okay, and we need to paint all of this. Just to keep it in fitting with everything else. I also want to make a couple more of the display stuff for here. So I think that is in... where would that be in? I think it's in this one, isn't it? Then we scroll down all the way through. Because I don't really know what I'm searching for with it yet. Okay, so it's not in that bit, it's in here. Right, okay. So we want a globe. We'll put the globe on there. We want a replica of Elmshorn. We'll put that on there. And we want a Harry Memorial. We want him facing that way. And I think I'm going to move this and make it face that way. Okay, so we've got all our display stuff on there. That'll give us some decent prestige coming into that. What I may do is have something along here as well and across here. But I'm not exactly too sure yet. We've got a little gift shop area here, but we don't have any other gift shops as of yet. We've only got that one. So let's see what fish we want in here before we try and get anything else. So the fish in here, We don't have lights yet, so can't get anything with lights, but a lot of this doesn't need it. We still can't get the shark just yet. I quite like these firefish. And I've just got this red spotted coral crab as well. So what is this? It is a crustacean. It is armoured. It has equivalent size of 4. They are tiny. They're size 2. And may eat fish and starfish. Okay. So it's tiny but aggressive. Size 0 or less. And it doesn't grow. So it can eat fish, but it doesn't. We do have these Pacific purple sea urchins as well. We have all of the demoiselles. We've got most of those in. And then up here, pygmy angelfish. And the flame angelfish. The pygmy angelfish is okay to put in with others of its own kind. They do look quite nice. The coral groupers can't be housed. Maybe I should do this with stuff like the coral grouper and the flame angelfish. Stuff that can't be put in tanks with each other. So let's do that. Let's do a tank full of these. And so we want the flame angelfish in there as well. So we're going to need some rock and some cave and some vegetation in there. Are there any others of these ones? The conspecifics. We've got conspecific there. I'll just have a quick look through. So I've had a look through and I can't see any other conspecific fish in here. So I think I'm going to add in as well, because there's only a couple of fish in there at the moment. It'll look a little bit silly. So we're going to put in, I suppose, 2 of these crabs. They're not going to eat the fish that are in there, so that's okay. So we'll add those in, because there's 100 space in this tank. So it's a ridiculously large tank. So we can put a lot of stuff in there, but I don't want to overcrowd it. And then I think I may actually add a couple of these sea urchins as well, because they do look quite nice. They are crustaceans. I don't think that these guys eat. That one's okay. Oh, okay. So we can't put those in. Right. These guys will get eaten. Unfortunately, they will get eaten. So we can't put those in. And we can put these in once they're grown. But once the coral grouper grows... Oh no, that one doesn't grow. So we could add the Pacific purple sea urchin once they're fully grown. But we won't do for now. We may actually put some of these firefish in as well then. Will these guys eat them? Yes, they will. Okay, when fully grown. And we can't actually add the flame fish in either. Right, so we'll sell off the flame fish. Okay, so we have a coral grouper in here. What else can we add in with a coral grouper? Can't add in any of these. Oh, we could add the Hawaiian Dacilius. And that's about it. Oh no, the white-tipped soldierfish. And the black bar soldierfish. Okay, let's go for that. Let's go for 2 of those. Let's go for white-tipped soldierfish, 2 of those. And let's go for... Oh, these need to be in a shoaler of 3. That's okay, we can do that. The black bar soldierfish is not a shoaler. Let's go for 2 of those. That's a decent amount in there, I think. And so now we want to fill this with enough stuff. So we need, first of all, coral. Not coral, we need an orange dispenser and mussels, I was thinking of, not corals. And we need a mussel dispenser in there. We need 8 cave in total. Now this is not a tall tank, so there's some of this we're not going to be able to get. I think if we come down to the bottom here, can have a look for not these backgrounds, but these things here. Let's see if this brown pillar, is there anything which is 8 in total? Large brown rock. Okay. So let's see if this is going to be big enough. Yes, it is. Excellent. That's really quite nice. So let's put that straight in there. And that'll be really nice. Is that actually a little cave at the bottom? No, it's not. But it does look very nice. And so now we're also going to want some vegetation as well. How much do we need in this, actually? It doesn't look like... I mean, that's all we need to make them happy. But now it's just to make it look really nice. So, let's have a look what we've got. We've got... Oh, we could put one of these thick PVC things in. Oh, they need to be in a tall tank. Can't wait to be able to put those in. And let's have a look for... down here. Double driftwood with eel tank. That looks quite nice. That's going to stick up and out. So let's just go for a regular driftwood. That's going to stick up as well. I remember that being a problem with a lot of this stuff. So are these things going to stick out? Let's say a hump coral. No, that seems okay. So we'll stick that in there. And then just some of the regular vegetation, I think. Let's get some sea grapes. And we'll put some eel grass in as well, I think. So we'll put some eel grass there. Some eel grass there. And do we have anything that gives prestige? Because that's what we're desperate for. We'll come down. Let's go temple ruins. That's a background corner. Ah no, that sticks up and out. So we just want the small stuff. And we want stuff that is going to add in prestige. Ah, we've got a baby kelp there. Yes, found it. So a baby kelp. Actually, does it stick up and out? Kinda seems like it does. Yes, it does. Ah, so that's a shame. We can't use that in this tank. We can in other tanks, but not in the floor tank, because it just looks a little bit silly, unfortunately. So we'll take out the baby kelp from there. I really want stuff that's going to add in a decent amount of prestige. Let's just have a look in here, see if there's anything. And then in here, where is the barrels and everything? Because I want to see if there's anything else there. And I know I'm not using the search for this, but it's because I don't fully know yet what I'm searching for. So as soon as I find it once, then we'll be able to search for it again and again. But it looks like I can't actually get those barrels or anything yet. Let's just have a quick search for barrel. Oh, we can get them. So where are they? Okay, here they are. So we have the conch, the shell and the anchor that are going to give us a lot of stuff. So we're going to put an anchor in here straight away. And then we'll come back into here. And we're going to get a conch. Put that there. And we'll get a shell. And put that there. Okay, and then we will press play, make sure that's running okay, make sure we're not killing anything, make sure no error messages are coming up anywhere. We have that. All the fish from rank 3 now are done, so we'll go for a plate fish next. Okay, and so in this tank now, in this tank we can actually make some of the vegetation, but I'm wondering, I just want to know what this would look like, because I do really like the model for the kelp. How big is that? That's a bit too big. So I want to know what it's like if you put kelp all the way down this. I need to... Oh, this isn't classed as a deep tank. Ooh, okay. So that's another little bug report. This one wide stretchable deep tank isn't actually counted as a deep tank in the game for scenery purposes. So there you go. I can't remember who made this one. I will find out in a minute. So I've just had a look, and Centinegrill, this one is yours. A little big bug report that it is not classed as a deep tank for purposes of putting scenery in. As you can see, if we try and put some kelp, which needs a deep tank, into this one wide stretchable deep tank, it says needs deep tank. So that's just one little bug report there. So I think with that in mind, we're going to delete this one for now, and I want to change this around again, just to open up this bit at the back here, and we're going to put the lagoon tanks in a slightly different way than we were before. So I actually want to delete everything here just for now. I'll get everything working exactly the way we want it, because we are going to need a bit of space at the back anyway, and we're going to need some space around here as well. So we're going to put the lagoon tanks in here, and so I was going to put 3 lagoon tanks in. So let's see what space we want from this side. So that will be jotted right up against there, so 2 up, say 3 up, and then 1, 2 and 3 across. Slightly wrong. So lagoon tank, we want them size 5 by 5. We want them 1, 2 and 3 away from each other, and so that will go there. Let's see if we can fit 1, 2 and 3, 4 of them in here. There we go. Now this is going to need a lot of backstage access and stuff, and this one, I'm not fully sure how we're going to connect this just yet. So what I may do, if I delete this one, we'll just have these and we'll have a large open space in the middle. This hasn't turned out exactly how I thought it would be, but it'll be alright. And so if we increase the area up here, let's give ourselves a 5 by 5 there, let's give ourselves a 5 by 5 there, and let's give ourselves a 5 by 5 just there. We can then box off this area and this area and this area, and then we can paint everything. And there we go. So now we want the pumps in the middle here. So we'll get a tin of this one here, a pump right in the centre, pump right in the centre, and a pump right in the centre. And then we want to surround these with the combi minnow, the combi filter and heater. Like that. Access all the way around it. And we even have a little bit of space here for the food at the front. That's perfect. So these tanks are actually deep tanks, so we can put a lot of the stuff we wanted to in the one wide stretchable one into these ones. So in this one here, I'm going to put, say, 2 of these 3 spot Daciliuses and 2 of, let's see, these are size 3, these are size 2. They are bullies, but that's okay. So let's put 3 of those in, and 1, 2 and 3. This is a size 88 tank, so it is big. We have a banded humbug here, size 2. Another bully, so we'll put 3 of those in. And what are the other bullies? We've already got 1 of these in elsewhere. Blacktail humbug, we don't have any of those. 1, 2 and 3. I think that'll do for there. That's quite a lot in that tank. So we can make this look nice now, and we can actually put some of the kelp into here. Like that. Put 3 of those in. It doesn't need anything else, but of course we're going to add some more stuff in. I think we're going to put... I do like adding these corals in. We'll put one of those in the corner there and one in the middle. And let's have a look what else. Go for a nice little bit of driftwood. Actually no, let's go for the nicer driftwood down at the bottom here. There's some really nice stuff. And they are down here. Let's go for standing driftwood there. Yep, that is underneath the water, that's good. And then something on the bottom. Let's go for just the eelgrass, I think. I might put a little bit of fan water in here as well. So I'll put a decent amount of eelgrass in. And then we have the fan wort. Yeah, that looks like a nice tank there. And then on the edge here, we do have enough space for an anchor if we want, but we've got one just here. So we don't want to make them too frequent. So instead we will go for... let's go for a barrel just there. I think that will do that one. So I think for now we've been paused for most of this episode, so I'm going to put a little barrier across here so that we don't get negative moodlets. And I'm going to put a staff door in just so we've got access for maintenance. We're going to paint all of this just to make it look consistent. And then we're going to open up this place and see just how profitable this place is now. We've got no more staff that we can actually hire, so I'm hoping we haven't put too many things in, so we can keep up with all the feeding. I'm not too worried about the maintenance because we've got a lot of redundancy. It's more the feeding that I'm worried about. So I'm going to run this for a little bit. We're already up to 249, 250. We're doing well. So hopefully this will hit. We might not need these 2 tanks. 253, 254. And now it's the beginning of a new day. Everyone's reacclimatizing to the new spaces, to all of the new animals. Already up to 260. 280. Not bad, not bad. I think what I am going to do, because these are actually breaking down quite a bit, for now I'm actually going to delete all of that and all of that because we don't need them. And I'm going to drag these 2 guys back down to there. I'm going to delete that staff door and put in a wall instead. And put the balsa wood in to there. So this is a completely blocked off area, ready to expand into if we do need it. Yeah, let's just let this run for a while now and see where we come out. So we did get up to 342 in the last day, and it's going back up slowly now. So we're going to add back in some of the data signs that we took out, because we did actually remove some of these. So we're going to put one there. And there we go, that was all we needed. Right, so we have a tiny wall tank here, and we can pick our next research, but we're not going to need it, we have one. So I am ready to take on the job at Elmshorn. Let's just close this for now. Let's just have one final look around here and see what we've learned from this that we can take into the next one. One thing I have realised, I didn't actually theme that tank there. So from this we've realised a couple of bugs within the tanks that I really wanted to use, especially the tank down at the bottom here, the 2 tall ones, where the top tanks weren't rendering the scenery properly, and then the one wide tall or deep tank which wasn't classified as a deep tank. However, those 2 things can be fixed relatively easily, I think. and so they will be updated shortly. So hopefully by the time we come to use them again, they will be fixed. That'll be no problem. We've learnt that in brutal mode, it's really important to get your aquarium profitable as early as you can, and then just leave it. Just let it run for days and days and days and days and days, and eventually you will make up enough money to build some of the new modded stuff, because a lot of it is actually quite expensive. I didn't realise until I was editing the last episode actually that this thing right here, this one here, is 2,000 to buy, and then this one I think is 2,000 as well, and so that really did put a massive drain on my resources. And I think with these two as well, these were really expensive. And so we're going to have to be very, very careful as we go through this, expanding slowly over time. And I think I'm going to have to change my playstyle a little bit, because I like building these fairly open plan areas where people can just walk around. But what I'm thinking is if we actually make kind of almost an enforced one-way type thing, so we have very enclosed areas with making the best use of the corner tanks and the wall tanks and things like this, little cutaways and cubby holes like this, and then having a fairly large backstage area where the staff can just walk around the outside. I think in Elmshorn, I think that's what I'm going to try and do, although I believe in that it's with one of the big outcrop tanks and you're supposed to build everything around that. So we'll see what we can do. I think I might build all the tanks, wall tanks and observer tanks and everything around the outside of the big outcrop tank in the middle. But yeah, that will be in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.